My name is Jack R. Warren, and I'm the best fucking AP European history student that there ever was. And in case you don't believe me, let's take a look at this quote from Charlemagne. To quote, "Greetings, I'm the Franco-German King Charlemagne, and I believe that Jack R. Warren is the best AP European history student ever." Thanks, Charlemagne. Now today I'd like to show you a little reading technique. Since you guys appear to be big fans of my last two reading techniques, I think I'll show you a bit of a more advanced one. I like to call this one reverse skimming, because it's kind of like skimming, but instead of skipping over words, we add more words in. Why? Let me explain. When you skim, especially using my advanced secret super hyper ultra fast skimming technique, how much information do you retain? Little to none, usually. So we're going to use this technique to retain a lot of information. Now, since this is the opposite of skimming, it's probably going to take a lot of time, but that's okay, since we have time. Not in this video though, you will have time, I don't have time. So, as an example, let's open our Western Civilization 6th edition by Jackson J. Spielvogel textbooks to page 314 if you'd like to follow along. I'll wait for you to flip there now. Got it? Good. Now, if you're on the right page with the right textbook, I want you to go to the bottom of the page under the headline, Economic Recovery. Let's practice our reverse skimming on the first two sentences. Now, if I read it normally, without my advanced reverse skimming technique, it reads a little something like this. Economic Recovery. By the 14th century, Italian merchants were carrying on a flourishing commerce throughout the Mediterranean and had also expanded their lines of trade north along the Atlantic seaboard. The great galleys of the Venetian Flanders fleet maintained a direct sea route from Venice to England to the Netherlands, where Italian merchants came into contact with the increasingly powerful Hanseatic League of Merchants. That's absolutely fantastic, but this line really isn't verbose enough. There just simply isn't enough words. They have pretty basic sentence structure, and the words are just the words themselves. Now, a good way to expand a word is to just take the word and define it. Usually this will make the word much longer. Let's say we have a word like Atlantic. What do we know about the Atlantic? Well, you know that it's a sea, so we can say the Atlantic Sea. Or we can say ocean, that's two syllables, making it longer, the Atlantic Ocean. And then we can say it's on the west of Europe, so we can say the Atlantic Ocean, comma, an ocean on the west of Europe, much longer. The Atlantic Ocean, a word that here means a large body of water between two continents, which is on the west of Europe. Now it's much longer. We can expand this even more, but I'm not going to for now. Think of your own ideas. It'll help you very much. So if we reread these two sentences using our reverse skimming strategy, it sounds something like this. Around the time the year of our Lord 1400 had arrived upon the people of various European countries, people who exchanged goods for money or currency with other people on the rapidly expanding commerce in the southern European northern African Sea known as the Mediterranean, have also made their decision to open up trading seaports of buoyant maritime vessels and put them in trade lines along the western European ocean coast known as the Atlantic, where the Eurasian and Northern American tectonic plates meet. The extremely well-known, low, flat ships with one or more sails and up to 3 banks of oars, chiefly used for warfare, trade, and piracy, known as galleys, which were owned by the trade fleet of people from a northern Italian city known as Venice, but based in Flanders, today in modern-day Belgium, were consistently able to maintain having a direct passageway via ocean travel from aforementioned Italian city-state across the ocean to northern European island nation England, and their not yet independent northern European swamp tulip legally assisted suicide counterparts Holland. At that location, these said Italian sea trading merchants based in Belgium encountered their immensely powerful lifelong rivals, the ethnically German trading fleet known as the Hanseatic League based in the Holy Roman Empire, which fell in 1806. You can see how the sentence is these two sentences are much, much, much longer, which is a good thing. And if you don't understand why, go back and rewatch the video. Now that we know how to make our sentences longer, we can better retain information in our heads as opposed to skimming, where we barely retain any information or read very quickly. This will take a long time, but it will be all worth it. I especially recommend this method when going over documents in a time-based document-based question. This way, By the time that you're done reading the first document using reverse skimming, your time will be up, and you won't have to worry about writing the essay at all. Thanks for watching. I'm Jack R. Warren. I'll see you next time.